पार्लियामेंट में आज सिक्योरिटी इंतजामात में नक़ाइस का मामला सामने आया। आज लोकसभा की कार्रवाई के दौरान 2 अफराद विजिटर्स गैलरी से अचानक ऐवान में कूद पड़े। फौरी मिली इत्तला के मुताबिक, जिसके साथ ही अरकान पार्लियामेंट में हलचल मच गई। मालूम हुआ है कि एक के बाद एक इन दोनों ने गैलरी से ऐवान में छलांग लगा दी। इनमें से एक शख्स अरकान के टेबल्स पर चढ़ता हुआ दौड़ने लगा और इसने सियाह क़वानीन बंद करो का नारा लगाया। ऐवान में मौजूद अरकान पार्लियामेंट ने इसे पकड़ने की कोशिश की। बादअज़ां इसे सिक्योरिटी अमले के हवाले कर दिया गया। इस अचानक पेश आए वाक़ये के साथ ही स्पीकर ने ऐवान की कार्रवाई को दोपहर 2 बजे तक के लिए मुलतवी कर दिया। वाज़ेह रहे कि 22 साल कबल आज ही के दिन पार्लियामेंट पर दहशतगर्दाना हमला हुआ था और आज ही के दिन इसी तरह के वाक़ये से सनसनी फैल गई। मालूम हुआ है कि इनमें से एक शख्स ने ऐवान में स्प्रे भी छोड़ा। मज़ीद तफसीलात का इंतज़ार है।
क्षेत्रों में रहने वाले लोगों के लिए भी है।
सभा की कार्यवाही 2 बजे तक के लिए स्थगित की जाती है।
House, what happened? The 0 hour was happening. I was awaiting my turn to speak. Suddenly, one person jumped from the visitors gallery. Initially, it appeared as if he had, just leaned over and fallen down. That is what my initial reaction was. But then he was followed by another person also jumping. Then I realized that it was a deliberate act. And one person started running towards the speaker's chair, and he took out his shoe. He was overpowered by certain members, but he had a canister in his hand which had opened. The other person jumped down and also opened a canister, and both the canisters emitted a yellow smoke. We do not know what the composition of the yellow smoke was. It could have easily been toxic. It could have been poisonous. It could have been a smoke bomb, or it could have been a tear gas. It could have been anything. So this is a serious breach of security, and especially it's happening on the 13th of December, the anniversary of the Parliament attack. We should not forget that. And it's surprising that the 2 people were able to bring canisters into the visitors gallery of the Parliament, because the Parliament, to come into the Parliament gallery, you need the signature of a particular MP, and you also need their ID. So it's not as if unknown people can come there. In spite of this, and there is a strict screening before people come there. They're not even allowed to bring their mobile phones. It's very surprising how they have brought in 2 canisters. It's a serious security breach, and the Speaker, who is the custodian of the House, must constitute an immediate inquiry, apprehend all those people who were involved in it, and see where the breaches were.
So what has happened now to these? Have they been arrested?
They were obviously overpowered and taken. They were obviously overpowered and taken into custody, but I do not know what happens. You must ask the Speaker, because he is the custodian of the House. But the fact that 2 people could come into the visitors gallery and carry canisters which can emit smoke, this smoke could have been anything. These fumes could have been poisonous. I'm not saying they are poisonous. They could have had the potential of being poisonous. If they had been poisonous, the fallout would have been terrible. The House was with many members. This would have had especially happening on the 13th of December, is sending out a very bad signal, and it is also sending a signal that our security is not tight.
So you want a high-level investigation?
Of course, we want a high-level inquiry, and it must be tabled in the House, and the Speaker must constitute it.
Thank you very much for talking to NDTV. Sansad Bhavan se Himanshu Shekhar, NDTV India.